And welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Zerotio.
Oh, I knew it was coming. We're bringing you another episode. It's a holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend, so all you vets out there and family members that have veterans or active duty in your family, happy Labor Day. And I'm up in town visiting family for the holiday weekend, so I thought I'd just come and hang out right next to Avanties and do the show side by side so he can continue to Ric Flair chest slap me over and over again.
I ain't gonna do it. I'll withhold my urges to chest slap you, but
That's the one thing he loves doing when we hang out is just chop me every time he can. But we got a really good show this week. A lot of stuff going on. We have new balance changes are out. I can't wait to get the news. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I'm excited.
We do, and we got a great deck lined up for you in the second half of the show. So if you're listening on audio, make sure you check out the video for the play portion of the show over on YouTube or on our website at heropowerhs.com. And let's just jump right into it.
No, let's not get into the news.
Okay.
I am excited. It's the first of the month.
It's the first of the month.
So if you haven't followed us on Twitter, we do a lot of show me your chests, which were inspired by the 1600 Dust game.
Okay.
No. Your Hearthstone chest, your reward at the end of the month. We do that every month, and I was able to hit Legend, which I talked about in Standard. Well, last night, I think it was like 2.5 hours before, or maybe 3 hours before server resets and rank resets, I hit Legend in Wild.
That's pretty awesome, because earlier in the month, like really early in the month, you hit Legend in Standard.
I did. August 12th, I hit Legend in Standard, and I started playing some in Legend, and I was like, I'm not a Legend grinder. I get to Legend, but I'm really not pushing for a top 200. Let's see what I can do in Wild. So I opened up Wild, and I'm ranked 20. I was like, oh, this is going to be a long haul. So in 48 hours, I went from rank 20 to rank 4 using OTK Reno Uther Paladin.
What?
Yeah, it's the old Uther OTK, but done in a Highlander shell. And it was a lot of fun, a really good deck. I enjoyed it a lot. I actually got up to rank 2 with that deck, and then I had to switch it up a little bit. And I played a little bit of Secret Mage, and then I finally settled on the final push with Mech Hunter, and went 10-2 to hit into Legend.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
So, have you done anything exciting in Hearthstone? Have you found any new decks that you like?
Well, honestly, the deck we're going to play on the show today, I've been playing for a couple of weeks now, since the release of ULDUM, and I'm having a blast with it. I don't play a lot of games each month. I play 3-4 games a day, maybe. Sometimes on a good day. Usually I try to let my quests build up and knock them all out at once, so there'll be days where I don't play. But, I've really been having a lot of fun with this deck, and I'll go ahead and tell you it is the Quest Battlecry Shaman. It is
nice.
So much fun, and when it just goes off, you just feel like, you're on autopilot, because the deck just, when it clicks, it clicks. So
cool.
But all right, now can we get into the news?
Now we can get into the news.
All right. So as Zerotio mentioned, we did get the August 26th card balance update.
Mm-hmm.
So those card changes that we talked about in the previous show are now live. But more importantly, we got some great card improvements and bug fixes to everyone's favorite card, which has brought us so much content to talk about.
Yeah.
Zephrys.
Yeah, and they talked about this in the video with the Angry Chicken, with Celestalon, that there were some balance changes coming up, and he mentioned a couple things here. But this is, and I even truncated this down to get rid of a lot of the details. If you want the exact details, the link's going to be in the show notes. But I basically summarized what the changes are, and there's a lot.
Mm-hmm. There are. And so we'll start out with, and they don't, they fixed several bugs that involved weapon removal offerings. So there were some issues where if your opponent had a weapon, you may not get a weapon removal in your discovery. So they fixed that.
Yeah, one of the big key ones was if you had, say, 2 mana available, and it wouldn't offer you Ooze, but it would offer you Harrison for next turn, which isn't really good for that moment.
Right.
Also, in Wild, it wasn't offering removal for any weapons that were 0 attack. So all of your legendary weapons that had 0 attack, Zephrys wasn't seeing them as a threat. Well, now Zephrys realizes the threat of those weapons and will offer removal.
Okay. Again, and that kind of ties into them fixing a bug where he was not offering specific cards in those types of situations, like Zerotio just mentioned. They also fixed a bug involving how Zephrys identifies hero powers.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of those details go into it would pretty much see that your hero power was active or inactive, and that was it. It didn't take into effect which hero power you had with upgraded hero power, changes to your hero power. Also, if you had upgraded your hero power, it wasn't seeing that, and you used it. It thought you had the basic hero power and you hadn't used it. So they basically programmed Zephrys on how the upgraded hero powers and alternate hero powers via the quests and whatnot not only work, but also inactive and active variations of those and the standard hero powers. So it's a little more friendly with the hero power. It might take into account an extra ping from the mage hero power to finish off lethal and things like that, where it wasn't before.
Yeah. They also fixed a bug with the rogue spell Betrayal not being offered to remove a single threat. So for Betrayal to be offered, you had to have the minion with a minion on either side of it.
Yep.
And now you can have the minion with just one minion, and it'll offer it. So yeah. That's a good thing.
Which for a two mana removal is really strong. If you have a minion to trade, but you can't get rid of the other one, it will now offer Betrayal. And I've actually had this situation happen quite a few times when I was on my climb up to Wild, and Betrayal is offered a lot more now. It's really good. I like it.
Okay. They also fixed how Alexstrasza reads opponents' health totals.
Yeah, so obviously it's seeing if Alexstrasza will give you any benefit for reducing its health. Well, it was looking at your health and the opponent's health and armor total as a full value. So if they're at 15 health and say 13 armor, it thought Alexstrasza was a good choice because it was calculating that as 28, where it really isn't a good choice because you're not doing anything
Your
at all.
opponent's already at 15.
So it's actually allowing Alexstrasza, or it's identifying for Alexstrasza if armor is there instead of just the total amount of health and armor. And this may affect other things as well, which is nice to know for future-proofing Zephrys. But Alexstrasza was being offered in not optimal situations, and now it will be more careful in offering you Alexstrasza.
Yeah. They also help Zephrys to identify, to silence his own minions if they're frozen, and might be able to provide lethal.
Yes.
Which is a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few situations where they're offering more silence, period. The silence really was only being used in specific situations, and now they've kind of smartened up Zephrys to silence, and this is one of the kind of odd cases where silence could actually provide lethal. So that alone is another huge improvement.
Yeah. And then they fixed a bug where Zephrys was not considering multiple death rattles on a single minion. So, he was only looking at probably the first death rattle on the list, and then anything after that was being disregarded.
Yeah, and so now basically Zephyrus will see multiple death rattles and identify it more as a threat. So a single targeted silence or possibly even mass dispel may be offered in situations against something like a mech paladin that's using a lot of magnetics to give multiple effects on minions, and usually that's where it comes into play, is with magnetic, where you get multiple death rattles. So it'll see it as a higher threat to eliminate those a little more efficiently.
And then finally, they improved Zephyrus's evaluation of healing in the current turn versus offering something to use to heal the following turn.
Yeah, so it was looking at your mana and saying, yeah, we can heal for a little bit this turn, but we can heal for more if we use a little more mana next turn. Well, that's obviously not going to save you from getting lethaled or killed. So it's prioritizing healing that specific turn, advice next turn. Now, if there is no healing available, it will prioritize healing the next turn. But it was doing like the 3 mana healing when you only had 2 mana, even though the 2 mana paladin healing would suffice you to get you through the next turn.
Okay, well there you go. Those are the card improvements and bug fixes coming to Zephyrus that are now live. So you can expect to see those as you play. Now, here's what I'm excited about. You guys know I'm a huge fan of the solo content.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm really excited that they've kind of brought it back in an adventure kind of format. And the thing I wasn't excited about was they decided it was going to be 5 weeks out from launch of ULDUM.
Yeah.
Well, we're now 3 weeks in, so we've got 2 weeks to go, and Team 5 has decided they are going to start a new event called Onward to ULDUM. And we're going to have 2 very special Tavern Brawl events each week leading up to the release of Tombs of Terror on September 17th. So the first week, which is this coming September the 4th through the 10th, we will have the League of Explorers revived. And in this Tavern Brawl, you will help Elise save her friends and reunite the League of Explorers in this brand new Dungeon Run inspired Tavern Brawl. So, what is a Dungeon Run inspired Tavern Brawl? Basically, one would imagine we're going to be building our deck and picking our cards as we go.
Yeah.
But didn't Joe Mag tweet recently that it's going to be more League of Explorers ish and not as much dungeon crawl ish, like Kobolds and Catacombs like? So I know he kind of was hinting at, and I don't know if you remember this, but in League of Explorers, there was the minecart race.
Yes.
And I kind of got the hint that maybe Joe Mag was hinting that we may see something kind of reminiscent like that, and that would just be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were really excited about the friendly adventures, the friendly encounters with Bob the Bartender that we saw from the last set with Dalaran Heist. Well, the cart kind of was its own thing. While it was an adversarial thing, you weren't fighting like a boss. It was like a set encounter. You had to make it through a specific number of turns to then have finished your cart ride. What if they kind of merged those a little bit and had a few things where maybe you had a couple encounters, but then you were coming across a room that had some chests in it, and you got to pick a chest before you had to quickly leave the room and start collapsing behind you, and you got a reward out of it. That would be really neat. Again, I'm only speculating because Joe Mag was kind of vague, as he usually is, but Joe Mag has yet to ever disappoint me when it comes to his creative content, and I'm really, really excited for this type of tavern brawl. Anything that has Joe Mag's influence in it is going to be great. I hope they take some of this influence and have put it towards the solo content that we'll see on, in the middle of September. The one thing that's weird though is this is on the 4th, which is a Thursday. Because
no, the 3rd is Tuesday.
The 3rd, what?
Today's the 1st. Monday's the 2nd. Tuesday's the 3rd. Wednesday's the 4th.
Okay,
so it's the normal Wednesday.
Oh, okay, my schedule's off. Okay, so it is a normal way. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm off for some reason. I was thinking that tomorrow is the 1st, but no, today's the 1st. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, and so in this so for completing the Tavern Brawl. And I wanted to double check this and make sure we had it right. You will get your normal 1 classic pack for participating, but you will also be able to participate in the Tavern Brawls to complete a legendary quest, which rewards an additional 1 pack of Saviors of ULDUM.
So it is very important that Tuesday you make sure you clear your quest so you at least have 1 free space. So clear down to at least 1 quest left, because you're going to get your daily quest for Wednesday, and then you're going to get another quest, which is a legendary quest. If you have 3 quests and the legendary quest hits on Wednesday, it's going to replace one of those quests. So clear your quest log on Tuesday so you have room for this quest.
Yes.
You'll also get your daily quest as well that day, so you'll need 2 spots.
Yeah. And then week 2, which will be September the 11th through the 18th, so that'll lead right up to the release of the Tombs of Terror solo content. We get the Tavern Brawl 3 Wishes.
Yes, he's been teasing this one. Joe Mag has that they might, or he has, and I think Mike Danae has, and Celestlon, a few of them.
Everyone wish for more wishes?
That everybody are like, oh, you like Zephyrus? Oh, that'd be really neat. I think a question was asked, would there be a Tavern Brawl among Zephyrus? Like, oh, that would be really cool. And then wink, wink. So they never said it was going to happen, but they've alluded to it. And basically, your wishes in this, your wish is his command. Use Zephyrus the Great wisely in this brand new Tavern Brawl. So I don't know if you get an automatic charge every turn, because obviously if your deck was filled with Zephyrus, you can't use him.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly the details on how it's going to work, but there was one brawl before that every turn you got to discover, and that was you just discovered your card that turn instead of drawing. Maybe it's that same brawl but turned into wishes.
That would be really cool.
So it discovers the best possible card for that turn. That would be really neat, because not only are you getting the best card, your opponent's getting the best card.
And I mean, really all they have to do is take Zephyrus's programming, drop it into that mechanic, and then it kind of ignores the library mechanic, and you can draw one every turn.
But if you're getting wishing for the best card, and they're wishing for the best card, who actually gets the best card?
He who wishes hardest.
Or wishes last.
So, anyway, that Tavern Brawl will also reward 1 classic pack, but then it will also have a legendary quest that rewards 2 Saviors of ULDUM packs.
So if you've done the math, that's 2 weeks of Tavern Brawls leading up to the solo content, and 3 possible packs.
5 total.
5 total counting the standard, which is, that's standard for our Tavern Brawls. So they're not taking away any packs from us, which is really nice. And then usually the launch of the new solo content will have a series of quests and whatnot. And the solo content is Tombs of Terror, and it's going to be released on September the 17th. So mark your time. Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. That's right. All right. That brings us up to this week's Tavern Brawl. Wow, we talked about 3 weeks worth of Tavern Brawls in this show.
Yeah.
So this week's Tavern Brawl is an oldie but a goodie. Valera's Bag of Burgled Spells. Valera has stolen spells from every class and filled your deck with them. Each of those spells will summon a random minion of the same cost when played.
So this is, you say oldie but goodie. I've heard a lot of people upset about this Tavern Brawl.
I'm like 0-18 in this brawl.
Yeah, it's very RNG. I ended up playing 3 games to get my win. You have almost zero control. The spells it puts in there, some of them are like, using the recruit mechanic. Recruit what? You have no
Recruit
minions.
what? Exactly.
Exactly. Or draw weapons or do damage based on weapons in your deck. You have no weapons in your deck. So.
Let's just say I was channeling Versika when I was playing this.
Yeah, this was frustrating. And you know what? We can have a bad week of a Tavern Brawl. Like I've said this before, I don't mind having a bad Tavern Brawl week if I'm looking forward to good Tavern Brawl weeks. And the next 2 weeks of Tavern Brawls, the first one being this Wednesday, the 4th, is going to be lots and lots of fun. So get your pack, don't get your pack, do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. But know that you have this next one to look forward to. So, next 2 to look forward to.
So, you're talking about making sure to clear your quests. Well, I currently have 2 quests in my quest log. One of them is play 3 Tavern Brawls.
Well, there is
not doing it in this one, but I'm going to hold on to that quest till Wednesday because I have a feeling it'll be worthwhile.
So mathematically, you can save 1 quest into Wednesday because then you'll get your daily quest and then you'll get the legendary quest filling your quest log. So yeah, that's a good one to keep actually.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for the news. So let's take a look at this Quest Shaman deck that I was talking about earlier in the show. So this deck is pretty much what you're seeing on the ladder right now, minus the fact that I don't own Siamat. So Siamat can go in this deck pretty well. I think it included 1 Mogu Flesh Shaper and Siamat. So I replaced Siamat with a second Mogu Flesh Shaper because a lot of times, you're casting him from 0 and he can clear. So
with Siamat, a lot of times you're using his rush ability to rush in and clear a minion and have a threat the next turn. Yeah. So Mogu Flesh Shaper kind of fills that role. Not as big of a body, not as big of a threat, but it's still there.
So I'm going to run down the deck list and then we'll talk about it for a second. So the deck has 2 mutates at 0 mana. And then you have, of course, the quest, Corrupt the Waters. Then you've got 2 Sludge Slurpers, 2 Evil Cable Rats, 2 Evil Totems, 2 Novice Engineers, 2 Questing Explorers, 2 Sandstorm Elementals, 2 Bog Sloshers, 2 Mind Control Techs, 2 Weaponized Wasp, 2 Life Drinkers, 2 Former Champs, 2 Fire Elementals. Of course, I'm running the 2 Mogu Flesh Shapers and 1 Shudderwalk. So this deck is all about completing the quest as fast as possible. So the quest is play 6 Battle Cries. So Sludge Slurper is 2 with a Battle Cry, but it also gives you an overload. Evil Cable Rat's a 2 mana Battle Cry. Novice Engineer, Questing Explorer. I mean, those are all great early game battle cries to help you complete. I have usually, on average, been able to complete this quest turn 4 or turn 5, depending on how many lackeys I get from the Cable Rat and the Totem. Bog Slosher is amazing on 3, especially if you can bounce the Questing Explorer back to your hand, giving it +2/+2, making it a 4/5 for 2 that draws another card. I mean, it's just ridiculous value. Once you complete your quest, the Shaman's hero power becomes 2 mana. Your battle cries trigger twice.
Yep.
So that's really where the second half of this deck shines. Because if you're playing a deck that fills the board like Druid likes to do or something like that, you've got the 2 Mind Control Techs to where you can take 2 minions. Or you've got the weaponized wasp, which deals 3 damage to a target. So now you're doing 6. Same with the life drinker. Same with the fire elemental. You've got a lot of burst damage in those minions. The former champ, I think, is a real MVP in this deck. A lot of people think it's a little on the expensive side, but a 5-mana 1/1 that can summon 2 5/5s.
Yes.
And then this is where the mutate comes in. You mutate the 1/1 into a 6-mana minion, and all of a sudden you've got a huge tempo swing and board control.
Not to mention, when you play the Shutterwalk, he will also summon a 5/5.
That is correct.
Or 2, depending on,
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it plays all the battle cries you did, and if the battle cries went off twice, it plays those twice as well. If I'm not mistaken, by the mechanic.
I don't think so. I don't know that I've ever had that situation.
I do know there's a cap with the Shutterwalk.
Yeah.
So there, I think it only does 30 battle cries, so there may be a limit on that. But especially with the life drinkers, I mean, you're talking about 6 points of healing when you use the double battle cry, using the fire elemental, 6 points of damage that way. I mean, this deck has some oomph if it can get that far.
Right.
And with the most recent balance changes, kind of pushing mage and pushing warrior down, decks like this have come up to rise. Decks like this, Hunter, of course, was in a good spot already. The quest Druid's doing really well right now. It's allowing some of those decks. Zoo has made another triumphant comeback.
Return, yeah.
Yeah, these balance changes have done a good job of highlighting decks like this that were good. They just weren't good enough, and now they're good enough.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, it's a lot of fun because there's answers for a lot of situations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just fun to watch it unfold and play it. Even if you don't win the game, you still have fun playing the deck, and I think that's really important. Even if you're not winning, you're still having fun.
That's right.
So, all right.
Let's play.
You want to play it? All right. Isn't that my line? I can't wait to play this. I've been playing this deck, and I'm enjoying it. So, if you're joining us on Twitch or YouTube, please stay tuned for the live play portion of our show. If you are listening via our audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOGamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, or become a member of our patron-only Discord, you can find all that information over at patreon.com/HeroPower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
Alrighty.
I had to bring it back at you.
Yeah, I expected it.
So yeah, had a lot of fun at the end of the month here. I always love it when the end of the month is on a weekend, because I can actually finish off the last bit of my climbs.
Every time you say that, I just want to go, it's the end of the month.
You were butchering that song. I used to like that song. You just butchered it.
Oh, it's win 3 Tavern Brawls, not play 3 Tavern Brawls. Definitely saving that one for Wednesday.
Well, the benefit for the kind of solo content based is whenever you beat one of those bosses, I think it counts, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I want to say that's how it worked before. Those always count as wins.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we are looking for an opponent to Battlecry to death.
Come on, Gumchewer.
I want a Dev. Let's go Dev. Come on, Dev.
I don't want a Dev.
Oh, we almost had Blizzard developer.
I wanted the fiscally responsible mime.
Oh.
A mime good with money?
All right. So we've got Mind Control Tech, former champ, Evil Totem.
So Evil Totems are great because it's going to guarantee you a battle cry. So it's like having a battle cry minion on 3, basically, but you'll have extra mana to play with it.
Now, we're playing against a Hunter. So I think we throw back the former champ for later.
I think it. I don't know what you're seeing at this rank. I'm expecting a Highlander. Of course, I'm up in the 5 to legend.
Well, it's the first day of the month, so
it could be Mech Hunter.
Could be
so
Mech Hunter.
If it's Mech Hunter, Mind Control Tech could work if they go wide. Really, the Explodinators are what we want to see. Whether we keep it in the hand, I don't know. You can. It's up to you.
I'm gonna throw it.
I
back.
just don't think we're gonna have a need for it on 3, and I'd like to get another Battlecry minion.
Right.
Like a Sludge Slurper, Evil Cable Rat. This is a great hand.
I like it.
Yeah, these are giving us more battle cries. So we essentially have 5 battle cries in our hand right now.
So it's Quest Hunter.
Ooh. So the Mind Control Tech would have been a good keep.
Yep.
Fortunately, we drew into it.
Yep. Okay, secret right out of the gate.
So kind of got to worry about our curve. Ooh, the Weaponized Wasp is going to
So
be nice.
I'm thinking we just drop the cable rat here, and then next turn we can Totem Lackey or Totem Slurper.
I like the Totem Slurper, saving the Lackey for with the Weaponized Wasp.
Okay.
And we'll have coin, so we can help utilize that.
So he has to play 20.
Oh wow!
He has to summon 20 minions.
He has a lot of utilities now, but that's a slow go. I go face first to play.
That's
explosive trap.
Explosive trap, yeah.
And then
Now, actually, I'm thinking maybe we novice engineer Slurper. Or
I like novice slurper. I'm worried about rat trap, so we have to keep that in mind.
Right. So we only play 2 cards.
Yes.
So
we'll play 2 cards this turn. So
right.
I like novice into a slurper because that will give us a lackey.
Okay, we draw into our second weaponized wasp, which is good.
So what I'd like to do, I'd like to set up a turn to play 3 cards, and then play the weaponized wasp
and kill off the 6/6.
the rat. Ooh. But do we need the rat now?
Well, we can use the Kobold Lackey to kill one of the hyenas. We can run.
We can use the
Slurper,
Goblin Lackey. We can use Goblin Lackey
and clear the board.
And yeah, Goblin Lackey on the 2/1.
Yep.
Into the 3/3.
Mm-hmm.
Not Snake Trap. Yeah. Then we just finish off, and don't play anything else.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm tempted to coin Totem, but again, we want to play around that.
Right.
The only problem I have is we don't have a Lackey now.
Well, we're one away, and we can play from getting our quest completion.
Yeah. My big worry though is we don't have a Lackey, so we're gonna need.
We can play the evil totem.
Yeah, that'll work.
Unless, of course, this is snipe.
Well, we can still play the evil totem. What about the cable rat instead? Because it's going to guarantee us a Lackey evil round snipe.
Yep.
And then clear the wolf. Okay, that was snipe.
Completes our quest.
So do we go ahead
I
and
think
play?
we play the evil totem.
I think so too. And this will allow us to. I'm trying to see. I have to get creative to get the weaponized onto the rat because I'm almost positive this is rat. Ooh, that's a threat.
That is a threat.
So we can Goblin Lackey.
I think we just apply pressure, and
we're not going to get any healing out of that.
We could go ahead and weaponize Wasp it twice and make it into a 6/2.
That's what I was thinking, but we would pop the rat trap if it is a rat trap.
No. We hero power and weaponize Wasp.
If you control the Lackey, we have to play the Lackey.
Oh, but that's still only 2 cards.
If we use both a Lackey and both Wasps.
Oh, no. I'm talking about only using 1 Wasp this turn.
It's only going to make it a 6/2. I mean, we can. I mean, that's probably a good setup play.
Right, because we can get the health back with the Life Drinker.
That's true. So yeah, go ahead and hero power first. Lackey, I hate that we're not using it for the rush, but we need the Lackey for the activator. I'm really interested in the in that card in this deck. It seems very heavy to me.
Yeah, yeah.
This is, I believe this is probably a homebrew by B Phoenix. I love seeing stuff like this. Oh no. This could be bad. So he's not prioritizing. Okay, he's going to clear the Lackey. My question, I'm wondering
Why didn't he use his face to clear that and keep the 6-2 on
I
the
think
board?
he wants to build up the hyena.
Oh,
that's
Revenge of the
why.
Wild.
Revenge of the Wild. That might be nailing the coffin for us. That is rough.
So I think we start out with Mind Control Tech and hope we get the 8-5 or the 6-9. What do you think?
Yeah, there's no reason to double it, so let's start with that. Well, no, I don't think there would have been a way to do it. We got the 6-9. That's good.
All right. So now I think we just...
Do we mutate the 6-9? What's the cost on that?
6. So it would
Make it
turn us into a
7.
7. 7 doesn't traditionally have a lot of great...
No, it doesn't. But...
What about Bog Sloshering the Mind Control so if he builds up more board, we can do it again?
Yeah, and we're going to pop the rat trap at some point, and we can do the Mind Control after that. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And it keeps a 3-3 on the board.
Right.
Don't play anything else, though.
No.
I mean, obviously we were tempted to coin into the hero power, but that would have popped the rat trap.
Well, coining into hero power would do nothing.
No, but coin the hero power and then do the bog slosh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That still would do nothing.
After we played the Mind Control Tech, the rat trap.
Oh, just to
Man.
trigger it. Yeah,
We don't want to trigger the mind. This is bad. I think we're dead. Are we dead?
I think we are.
6, 12, 24.
OTK Hunter?
I don't know. This is nasty. I mean, he's hitting us for 24 now. I don't think he can... If he has another thing to raise the dead,
26.
No, you're not going to clear. Okay, I thought he was going to clear like that. We don't have anything that dealt with that.
So 6 and 6 is 12.
We haven't played a Life Drinker.
We have not played a Life Drinker.
The problem is we can't do 6. We don't have a Lackey.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Friendly
we're dead.
minion. I think we're dead.
What's Coin Shutterwalk do? We didn't have any life drinkers on the stack, so that won't help. We kill it, but then he hero powers us next turn.
Yeah.
A potential to kill it. Not.
Yeah, I think we're just dead.
We're just dead. Life Drinker and mutate. Well, let's go face.
Mutate and see if we get a taunt.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that's gonna save us. Pressure plate. It wasn't even rat trapped.
Oh wow.
Okay, but still, I mean, we played around it. Yep, that does it. Man, that's an interesting deck.
It really is.
I love day one Hearthstone because people are just like, you know what? I got all month to grind. Let's just do the stupidest thing I could think of, and they don't care if they fall to the right floors.
I don't think he's gonna kill us because no, he is. I think he's gonna wait and complete his quest.
That would be next level BM right there.
So he was at 18 of 20.
Yeah, he was close. He was close.
All those wasps.
And I said I didn't think that the quest was good, but I think the deck that takes it can be because you're just playing a swarm-based hunter.
Right.
And swarm-based hunter is like a zoo, but then it has the guaranteed bloodlust.
And we're not running any of Shaman's AoE removal like
Nope.
Lightning Storm or now. If we'd have drawn into the Sandstorm wasps, or what is it? No,
Sandstorm Elementals.
Sandstorm Elementals. That would have really helped.
It would have.
Oh, we're facing another Shaman here.
Okay.
So I think we throw back the Mogu and the Champ. See what we get. We're looking for some lower cost stuff here.
Facing a man with 2 first names.
Esteban David.
I'm sure it's Esteban David.
Oh, yeah. Silly gringo.
Which is just Stephen David. Your name's just Stephen David. Just call yourself Stephen David. So say gringo. You got your terminology totally wrong.
Whatever.
You're a stupid gringo.
Yeah, I am. Exactly.
Oh, goodness. Hate Twitter's coming. Here they come.
Yay! At least then we're getting some Twitters.
Hey, I've been pushing us up the number. So he is this. It's not a mirror, unless he decided just not to play the quest yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he was
there
following.
it is.
That can be dangerous. Gotta watch doing that, but he was just wanting the tempo, I guess.
Yeah. Just kill the.
You can't kill it. You have to have a lackey.
No lackey. All right.
No lackey. So I mean, we can the Sandstorm Elemental to soften it.
Yeah,
and that gives us a Battlecry. And we could have mutated it just to get a solid minion on the board, but I think this is fine.
He got his early game. We got our late game.
Yep, and he is getting lackey after lackey after lackey.
Yep.
I think we got a novice.
Yep. Let's see what we get.
Another weaponized is not going to help us. I think playing those would count towards our quest because they're Battlecry minions.
Playing what?
They're just playing the wasps. So what do you think of trading and then mutating? Well, obviously if we're going to mutate, we mutate that novice engineer.
Okay.
Because it'll be a 3 cost.
Well, yeah, so with the Sandstorm.
But that's a 2/1 vice of 1/1.
Yeah. Okay, so swing.
Okay. So if we roll into Air Totem,
yes,
that's pretty strong.
That is. Or if we get our own Titanic lackey somehow.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, to buff it up.
Make it a 5/8 taunt.
Yeah. Because he's probably not going to kill it. He's going to kill anything we get spell power out. I would like to get our other Sandstorm Elemental. I played this deck in Wild, and it runs both the Maelstrom Portal and Sandstorm Elemental. It's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
We are enjoying. Our curve is
way high. Yeah, we're at 2, and he's 1 away from completing.
Yep. We're Sandstorm Elemental away from turning this back. Just former champ.
I mean, we don't have a whole lot else.
No, I think that's all we do. This is just a really, really, really bad curve.
Yes, we drew all our high stuff, and we've got nothing.
And he just finished his quest and got value from his questing adventure.
Yep.
Or questing explorer. That's it. That's a good trade. I think he just goes face, though. Is he going to trade?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that's a good value trade for him, because that originally was a 1 cost. It was a lackey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just eating this up here. Fire Elemental, the 2/3?
No, I think we roll, and then we Life Drinker. I was looking to see if we could get a Air Elemental for
that would have been great, yeah.
5/6.
Just it would be going into a 1/1, so I just don't see the great value in that. Now, if he's smart, he'll make sure to clear a totem, because it'll reduce the chance that we roll into a
Air Elemental. Air Totem.
Air
Yeah.
totem.
Wrath of Air
Wrath of
Totem.
Air Totem, yeah. I think we're way too far behind.
I agree. Even though we're only 1
Flesh
health
shape is
behind.
not. Okay, so roll first. Roll
You
totem.
think so?
Well,
Or do we?
It'll make it 0.
0. Okay, but
So
Then we can't.
We're not going to fire elemental this
Okay.
turn. So we roll. Got the air totem. Okay, Mogu Flesh Shaper. Run it into the 1/1. Bog Slosher the Flesh Shaper. It'll still be free. Throw it back out. Now we trade into the two 3s.
Okay. And now
That's the most effective turn we can have.
Exactly.
But he has a handful of answers, and we still haven't killed that totem. He's got lots and lots of lackeys. He's probably amassed a ton of the two damage lackeys. The goblin, not goblin lackeys.
Cobalt
lackeys. Really? Sunreaver War Mage in this deck? That's amazing. Which means he is probably running Bloodlust.
Yeah.
So we just kept us from a Bloodlust lethal turn, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't kill the air totem.
Okay. So we kill the air totem.
We killed air totem. We go ahead and clear the 4/4 with the 5/4 because it's not going to give us much use. The question is, where are we on our quest? Okay, so we can finish the quest by fire elemental, but that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
That's fine. I think we clear the 1/1. Yeah, go ahead and roll a totem. I mean, we've got to do something with the mana. So now we're really not that.
We're not that far ahead or behind, but he's got, and we got to keep his board clear to keep him from.
And the majority of his hand is okay. So
lackeys.
He's either running Bloodlusts or Stormbringers or both.
Yeah.
Is
So
what
here,
I would probably.
Here comes the battle cries. Here comes his minion board.
And he's prioritizing the 2-cost minions, so he's wanting to go wide. Getting a spell. 2 spells. That was a good grab off the Ethereal Lackey. So we can double Life Drinker. Does that really help us?
That doesn't really help us.
We need Lackey generators. I don't think we Shutter Walk.
He'll give us a lackey.
Will it give us a Lackey?
From the Cable Rat.
Did we play a Cable Rat?
Oh, wait, did we play Cable Rat? We didn't play Cable Rat. You're right.
Yeah, we didn't.
We haven't seen any of that.
I think we double trade into the 1/4. Double Hero Power Life Drinker and pass. I hate it. But it gets us some good chip damage. Hopefully you got a lot of the 2-cost, the Faceless Lackey, and we can luck into a Doomsayer. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
I don't know why he transformed that one. Maybe because he was going to trade that in. Okay, that makes sense.
He definitely has some interesting choices.
Yeah, he definitely does. And he prioritized to keep the Faces Lackey on the board. Okay, well this is good. Oh, well. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You were right. You were right. Hero Power. If we probably should have done that first.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Just making sure we'll have room. So
4, 5, 6, 7.
We're gonna have to trade in the Box Slosher, but that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna probably trade it in anyway.
Ooh, that's not bad. So trade into the Ursatron,
Yeah, I think so.
and then we weaponize down the Thunderhead,
Yep.
and then do we just go face?
I think so.
Do we just take 6 to face?
I think we just go 6 to face.
We're out of Bloodlust lethal.
I like that.
It's a minimized board for. Yeah, I like that because this sets up our own counter lethal. Because we're showing what 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the board. So
Yeah,
we need
he'll have to clear some.
He'll have to clear some. He's not. Okay, this tells me he is going to Stormbringer. No. Megamind.
Earthquake.
Oh, he's at full health.
Holy cow.
I like his deck. Do we just Shuttle Walk?
I think we just Shutterwalk.
Yeah. Problem is, no lackeys on the board, so we're not gonna get any of those wasps.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's good. That wasn't
That
bad.
wasn't
That's
terrible.
That's pretty good. We got a solid board, a 6/6, a 5/5, and a 4/1. We did 6 damage to face. Oh my god! Is this
What?
a control quest shaman? Holy jeez! So I think we Evil Cable Rat. Yeah. Evil Cable Rat. I was hoping for a faceless lackey. Ethereal lackey. It was 2 spells. I like Blazing Invocation here.
Okay, yeah. Farsight?
Okay. If we can Ancestral Spirit the Bogus Flesh Shaper, that doubles up the rush.
True.
But we won't be able to do it this turn, I don't think. So we Goblin Lackey? Either one, I don't care. Another Goblin Lackey. Is this going to kill? Okay, so then we Flesh Shaper. We won't be able to cast that on the Flesh Shaper. We won't have the mana. I miscounted. That's fine, though. We Flesh Shaper, and then we clear that. And then, yeah, there we go. I like the Muck Morpher. But I don't think it'll do anything, so Tangle for Mystic. And that's it. Yeah, I think that choice off the spell was wrong. I misdid my math by 1.
Yeah, that's alright.
That's in his deck.
Yeah.
Oh my, this guy's deck is so greedy. I love it. Now he's worrying about hand size. So what's his hand size at?
8.
We can fill his hand up.
Okay.
So if we...
And then cause him to burn something.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not...
So we can hero power,
We're giving him
Tangle
2...
Fur, and Former Champ this turn.
Yes, we're giving him 2 cards that are not in his deck.
Right.
So they won't have synergies.
So we're gonna clear this.
Yeah. And then clear the...
And then clear the Murloc.
Yeah, then we got...
Go face.
Hero power.
Hero power.
Mystic.
Tangle Fur.
Maybe it gives you 2 of the same then. Yeah, I
Former
like this.
champ.
Then we go ahead and mutate
Then we
the
go ahead
former
and
champ.
mutate the Former Champ.
Yep. We're not out of this. Oh, that's kind of rough.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, that's not terrible actually. Now he can't play any one. Oh, we burned a walking fountain.
Nice.
Yes. Nice. Ooh, that's not nice.
Well,
he got the worst.
He got the
though.
worst one.
So that's good. But he can't play any 1 health minions unless he clears off the.
There's a
Why would
hex
he hex
created
the
by Witch's
5/4?
Apprentice?
You're kind of curious of him hexing the 5/4 and not the 4/4. Is there anything worth bog sloshering? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Well, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Okay. So, hero power. Ancestral Spirit to 4/4. Because I do like the 1 chip damage. Our frog's gonna die. So we bog slush to the frog and replay it for 0 cost.
And making it a 2/3.
No, making it a 4/5.
Does it get
It
double?
happens twice, yes.
Oh, okay.
0 mana 4/5 one time. And then we just play a pint-sized summoner.
Okay.
Play the frog and a pint-sized summoner. And then go face.
Start applying pressure.
Yeah, because we're gonna do 10 damage this turn with the missile launcher. That's so silly. I'm saying a frog. You know how ridiculous that sounds? Let's bounce the frog. Play
Make it a
back as
4/4 taunt. Oh,
you got
hit
the
the
other
other
one.
one. Yeah.
And maybe he
Kill
does
the
clear
missile launcher.
the missile launcher now. Or he doesn't? So if he clears the missile launcher, it will be cleared by the pint-sized summoner. What? He wants us to keep the missile launcher on the board? He's softening us up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we run the missile launcher into the fountain. Hero power, sandstorm elemental.
Clear his board.
Clears his board. And just play the pint-sized summoner for body. I still don't think we come back.
I don't know.
I mean, we got what? 10 cards and 10 cards. Wow. He hasn't drawn that much?
He finally hexed it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the third hex this game.
Yes. Well, we know he wants to go wide, so we just go face and let him go wide so we can possibly double mind control tech?
That's what I'm thinking. His deck is built around going as wide as possible, and then either, like you said, here we go.
Here goes. Well, mind control deck gets no value. He didn't get an attack off, so that's good to note. That has rush. Didn't get to draw. He's not casting any spells. He kills his own minion. He's not developing any minions. Oh, there's one. Yeah, it's weak. Yeah, it has rush. I would just play the evil tone to have a lackey.
I agree.
And pass. This is bad. This is probably nail in the coffin. Let's see, showing 9. Not quite lethal with a bloodlust.
They got a goblin lackey, which is not good. There's a kobold.
That's 4 to face. 6 to face. He got us.
That's 10. 6, 7, 8, 9 on board. He needs to do. Yeah, so, alright.
Well, we're getting the double mind control tech value.
Yep. We need the 1-3 and the 6-6, though.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what we need, actually. Oh! Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Let him know we top decked it. So we rush in. Do we go ahead and clear off the mana wraith?
We have. I mean,
we don't have to because we want to keep the mana wraith.
Okay.
Right. So we send in the goblin lackey, the kobold lackey, I mean, and clear the.
But we're still dead.
Oh yeah, we're dead. You're right. We're at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dead. Oh well, it was a good game.
Yeah.
I like his deck. His is more
very
controlling.
greedy. Yeah, very controlling.
Very greedy.
Did not expect the earthquake.
I'd like him to show us what he's been holding. There's the bloodlust. Okay.
Yeah, did not expect the earthquake.
No, I didn't. It was very spell heavy for a battle cry. But then again, a lot of his battle cries generate spells. I didn't even think about the Witch's Apprentice.
And he kills us with a lava burst created from
he didn't even use it. Oh, what a jerk. No, Esteban, I like it. I respect you. That's a good deck. I like it. It's good. It's good. All right. 0-2.
0-2, but you know.
First of the month, people are going crazy. You can't really predict it. Well, you leveled up in Shaman.
Yes, I did.
I haven't had a level up for like 3 years.
I've only been playing since closed beta.
Me too. Well, open beta.
Level
No, I was
51 in
closed
Shaman.
beta.
I don't play a whole lot of Shaman.
I've been level 60 in all my classes for like 3 years now. I'm sorry. That's elitism. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be elitist. I just say it. I play this game way too much. Awesome. Good show this week.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you have any questions or comments about the show, feel free to email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Do us a favor.
Or you can tweet us at HeroPower_cast. We love tweets. We don't get them enough.
There you go. Hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you haven't done so already, or give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. For more details, again, about our Patreon, check it out over at patreon.com/heropower. Till next week, good gaming.
He didn't chop me in the chest. Bye, guys. Oh.